Inside the NBA, presented by Kia, coming up just moments from now here from Studio J in Atlanta. Jimmy Butler's big night for the Sixers. How about Denver holding serve in Game 1 against Portland? And spoiler alert, you're going to be treated to the Game of Thrones knowledge possessed by Dr. Shaquille O'Neal. He also has great feet work as well. Denver Nuggets with their high for this postseason, 121 points. And they beat the Portland Trailblazers 121-113 to open up that Western Conference.
That was a good game.
Semifinal. It was. It was
glad you
entertaining.
approved. You always hating every time.
Lillard with 39, Jokic with 37, Jamal Murray 23. Denver out to the 1-0 lead. It's inside the NBA. It is presented by Kia. That's Shaq, that's Kenny, that's Chuck, and these are the highlights of Game 1.
Oh my, that's not incidental. The dude smacked him in the face. He went for the ball.
Well, he missed and he got him in the face. 121 to
They both got air in them. How's it his fault? I would make that rule every time.
Let me show you how it works, Kenny.
Portland shoots 52% in the loss. Denver 51% in their Game 1 win. Here's head coach Mike Malone.
90-88, we win 121-113. Obviously, winning is the most important analytical stat out there. But I did not like our defense tonight, especially in that first quarter. They had 18 points in the paint. They found the roll man time and time again for easy layups. We were down the floor on their three-point shooters. So, we got the win. And when you get a win and you know you didn't play your best basketball, that's a good feeling. But I think everyone in the locker room knows that we have to be a lot more locked in on that end of the floor to try to get a second win.
And so the series will continue in Denver, right here on TNT on Wednesday night before heading to Moda Center on Friday and Sunday. What'd you learn about Denver tonight? These playoff newcomers for much of that roster that you maybe didn't already know.
Nothing really, honestly. This is like Charles said. You said honestly, 3 out of 4. This is the way they played. The only thing I would say in Portland, what I learned about Portland is that this is where the size of the backcourt showed a little bit. They weren't able to defend the backcourt of Harris and Murray. They were able to get their shots off comfortably. Against San Antonio, I didn't think they got their shots off as comfortably because of the size in the backcourt that the Spurs possessed, bringing in all of those guys to guard those guys. I think that was a difference. Also, I think Damian Lillard probably will say, I was a little too aggressive driving the lanes on pick and rolls. They were doubling him, and he was trying to split it every single time. I think he'll pull back on the pick and roll and maybe not be in attack mode, trying to dribble through the double team.
A lot of people thought because Denver was in the Game 7 that they would be tired, but we know
that doesn't matter.
You're right. We know that when you play every other day, you're still in rhythm. I thought they had great rhythm tonight. They play well. I like how Millsap asserted himself. Everyone knows that Jokic and Jamal Murray, that's the 1-2 punch. But when you can get others to come in and give you high numbers, it's almost a guaranteed win. So Millsap came out and played tonight. And
I have a question for the panel if we have time.
Yeah.
Well, Shaq and Charles, when you lose a Game 1 and you have to stay in a city for 48 hours for Game 2, like this is happening all the time, was that an advantage for you guys or a disadvantage?
It was an advantage for me because you all know I'm sensitive. So I would go out and look for people to make me more even matter. Like I'll walk around and people go, you went 2 from 19 from the free throw line. So it was just eat me up. And like I wouldn't do all the crazy stuff like go out during the regular season. I'd just go out, look for people to say something to me and just get real pumped up. Watch you guys, watch Chuck talk crazy.
Somebody's going to come right up to you and say that stuff?
All the time. Like, 2 for 19, hack and shack. Is that a foul? Like, is that a foul too? Like,
what about you, Chuck?
Number one, are you sensitive?
Yeah.
Very.
We know that.
No, I don't think it matters. I think for me,
it didn't bother you.
I thought what happened tonight in this game, Denver did not play nervous at all. Murray played, Millsap, they were nervous against the Spurs, especially after they lost early in the series. You can tell, and even Sunday night in the game, Game 7, they played. They were very nervous. They didn't play. They didn't show any nerves tonight.
Yeah, is that a function of winning a Game 7 over a San Antonio team, and then saying, okay, we're at home, and let's say.
But that was the one thing I told you. I told you the same thing about the Golden State Warriors when they had Game 6 against the Clippers. There's a totally different mindset when you play these games at home. Your crowd, everybody's positive, everybody's lovey-dovey. So the biggest advantage for the Warriors and the referees, and also with this Denver Nuggets team playing at home. If they had to go, Portland hadn't played since last Tuesday. If they had been at home, it would have been a different feel.
Well, I think the different thing also is if Denver had won Game 7 at home and had to travel.
That's what I just said, fool.
What did you say?
No, but it had to travel. What also is big is not just the home environment, it's the adrenaline, because that adrenaline drops when you go on the road differently.
Next time,
not just the crowd. That's not you don't even know how to spell adrenaline. So I know you didn't say that.
Just give Charles attribution for the idea.
Stop repeating after me all the time.
Well, you repeat yourself 20 times a show.
Thank you.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, but there's a difference between repeating what somebody else said and repeating what he said.
I'm sorry. Wait.
Chris Paul is the greatest leader in the NBA. Chris Paul is the greatest.
Mr. Sensitive.
LeBron, I think I'm going to do a Q&A sometime this week. Stay tuned.
Wait,
hey, LeBron, you was in Atlanta. I saw you yesterday.
Yeah.
You were in Atlanta. You came to the game. Shout out to Carmelo Anthony.
Come on.
Wait. Carmelo Anthony and Black Ops. We played their team, Aim High. We did beat Carmelo and his sons, my son's team, just to be before.
Can we forget about
you? You were in Atlanta.
How'd you do against LeBron's team?
We didn't play LeBron. He came to support Carmelo's.
Oh, wait, LeBron, you in Atlanta and then come on the show.
Hey, so can my son.
Come on,
LeBron.
Maybe that's the Q&A he had in mind.
Come on, LeBron.
We'll ask the Q's. He'll give the A's.
LeBron, you got to come on the show, man.
He's coming this week.
He was in Atlanta all weekend.
Come on, LeBron. Don't be like that.
He's coming this week.
We're just on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, LeBron, by the way. And then Sunday, all right? Adjust your travel schedule.
Shout out to Carmelo's son. Shout out to my son, Malloy.
Even the series and swipe the home court advantage from Toronto, 94 to 89. Embiid just 2 of 7
had a
from
triple
the floor.
single.
Yes, he did. This is.
Oh my God! Please quit showing that CP3.
Man,
America.
You know what?
28,000 points, 16,000 rebounds, and 4 of them things. So beautiful.
That's big toe, man. That's a bad sight.
That's 19 years old.
I know, but that's a bad sight, man.
Oh my.
Coming off that Game 7 win over the San Antonio Spurs and opening up against the Portland Trail Blazers, and Paul Millsap's had himself a big first half as Denver clings to a 3-point lead, 58-55. American Express halftime report here from Studio J in Atlanta. Ernie Johnson along with Kenny, Shaq, and Charles, our American Express teammates on the Denver side. Paul Millsap, whose high game against the Spurs was 20, has 17 in the first half. Big Honey's got 14 on 6 of 9, and Jamal Murray has 10, hitting 4 out of 7. Both teams shot better than 60% in the first quarter, better than 50% for the first half. But when you look at Paul Millsap, and here it is, playoff game number 95 for him.
Nice.
Mason Plumlee is second on the team with 35. And boy, they've seen where he can go to work and where he has a real advantage, and they've exploited that.
He's screaming, mouse in the house, mouse in the house. Mo Harkless is a good player, but he's too learning, plain and simple. He's taking it right down to the box.
Can you slow it down and say that again?
You just can't. They'll never have enough ass down there for him. He can take those guys down there. It's like when you're in the weight room, Shaq would say, next time bring more.
Yep.
Them boys from Portland, they not bringing enough.
I think lighting the cakes is a better way than
I like
Not enough weight in their ass.
I love weight in the ass, and I love weight in the cakes.
Okay, Jet, what you got?
Well, I talked about the first game. First game, I was talking about if you can run a play, but you got to make a play. And this time, I'm talking about you can either take the play or you can make the play. Nobody's coming again.
Well,
We got you thinking. No, we're in your head.
Oh, nobody's coming. Nobody. No. Hey, you got so much weight in your ass to come running, huh?
Well played, Jet. Well played.
So here we have the Denver on defense right now. So when they're on defense, one of the things that they're doing, they're trying to turn defense into offense as quickly as possible. Now as they go into the play, Damian Lillard is looking at screen across. They get the shot pretty much they want. This is a floater that pretty much in here that they always want to get. But then when you're up to the races and you're Harris and you freeze it here, freeze it right here. So now let me the ball. It's either you're gonna, good pass. Either you're gonna come here and you're gonna go, I'm gonna just wait and run a play. Or you're going to make a play and get to the basket. And what his decision is, I'm going to make a play and I'm going to force the defense to foul me instead of just waiting outside. That's good. And again here, we're moving the basketball around, moving it around here. You get it. Millsap says too light in the cakes, everybody. They good double. They swing it, and they hope. You know what? I'm going to Denver. I'm going in the game. I'm going in the game tonight because this is just too much. I got to show it. Now I'm in Denver. So here we got my man, Jamal Murray, with the ball. And he's either going to take what's available or he's going to make something better for himself. And let's see what he does, because in the playoffs, you have to make opportunities and not just take them. Get me out of here, y'all. And he knocks down the J. He knocks it down. Yo, it's snowing in Denver. It is snowing. It's cold out there. It's snowing in Denver. How crazy is that? Oh, my God.
Wearing nice Final Four swag that you're sporting.
It's cold out there.
Woo, babe. Shaq, Enes Kanter separated his left shoulder in the last game of the last series. Questions on what his status would be heading into game one here. Said he could hardly even put his hand over raise his arm up. But he's in there, man.
Yeah,
he
I don't
started.
know those questions because they asked him at the post-game interview, are you going to play? And he said, hell yeah, I'm going to play. And he's playing tonight.